Yo, what is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 537 of Community Universe Mode. Mamma mia. Kind of just hit me. 537. That's pretty insane. I haven't really looked at that number in a minute. But, edition number 22. Coming at you of NGW, the fallout of what was a very successful departure event a couple of weeks ago. And bringing you another fresh, steamy, hot, and most definitely spicy card as always. And kicking things off with our first of three. That is right. 1, 2, 3 women's matches tonight. If ferocity wasn't enough for you earlier, we have got plenty of woman-on-woman action coming your way. But what is up, guys? Quincy, Hardline, D, Mark, what up, what up, what up? Still battling a bit of that cold, so excuse any coughs that probably going to come up throughout the show. Ooh, look at those new Let's get it out of the way right as the show is starting. The vintage dashing batteries. Can we get that vintage command, please? Please, oh, please. Someone's on it, I'm sure. Get it out of the way. And let the show commence as Laura Wade makes her way to the ring. As I was saying, though, those beautiful VIP badges being graced to you, boy, for passing a milestone on Twitch. We are actually close to 2,000 followers. So if you have not followed yet, make sure you smash that follow button. But indeed, yes, the VIPs now got their beautiful badges. As indeed, Laura Wade, who has a pretty nice rear end, I'm not going to lie, is going to be faced with quite the task as here comes her monumental opponent in the form of Rose Beauchamp, who made her debut in that Battle Royal at Departure, was unceremoniously eliminated first in about a couple of seconds, but now in her debut one-on-one encounter, hopefully she'll have some better luck. What up, Vic? As I said, 3 women's matches tonight, guys. Going to be a huge match later on tonight when Piper Fox and Sunny Octave go at it in a 2 out of 3 falls bout, which has some implications regarding the NGW women's title, now, of course, held by Kelsey Hayes, who became the inaugural champion by beating Rem Kokone at Departure. And speaking of titles, our main event, guys, the NGW Championship is on the line. One half of the brand new NGW Tag Team Champions, Brett Curtis, threw out the challenge on Twitter last week, and TZ Mass accepted. It goes down in tonight's main event. But how will TZ Mass handle the numbers game? Because you know that Brett Curtis's partner, Michael Boom, is most likely going to be in his corner. But here we go. This match begins with Laura Wade trying to take it right to the, well, obviously much bigger Rose Beauchamp, quite possibly the most intimidating woman I've ever seen in my entire life. Tonight we're also going to have Akira debut, the hired bodyguard muscle of new NGW Women's Champion Kelsey Hayes. Going to be taking on Yamai Chiba, not to mention the start of a new tag team tournament to crown #1 contenders for Curtis and Boom's beautiful titles. And Dante Tatum also in action. He's going to take on Johnny Columbus. As there we go, Laura Wade is taken out of the ring with that clothesline. Looks like it probably hurt. Excuse me very much. Now, Laura Wade not wanting to play around outside and get counted out. Dragon screw back in the squared circle. Again, going right after Beauchamp. Possibly the only way you can go at a person Rose's size is to just keep banging at him. Use your athleticism, which most opponents will probably have the advantage over Rose in, but man, she makes up for it with her strength. I talked about it during the Battle Royal. Probably more muscular than a lot of the guys I know here in CMV. Oof, those VIP badges. Like this channel's stepping up in the world, you know? Custom emotes, VIP badges, all right? I think someone still, I think it's Echo, subscribes to me every month on the highest tier, and well, that just makes him a living legend. But thank you, as always, everyone, for just tuning in. A little bit late tonight, but oh, Rose Beauchamp choke slam onto the knee, and good Lord Almighty, Laura Wade just had her back cracked. My God. Oh. And now looking to put down, I think that choke slam down under the knee probably would have been enough. Oh, but look at that. Might come back to bite her. Laura Wade now with a Northern Lights suplex. Beautifully hit there by Miss Wade, but oh, Rose Beauchamp just brushing it off. Yeah, of course, all women's action coming at you from here on out. Gonna be, but by the graces of the beautiful Bateman, the booker of the NGW Women's Division, and all tag team matches later on tonight. Like I said, a new tag team tournament beginning. You can bless your boy's soul. We've got bookers now. Like I said, man, CMV stepping up in the world, all right? And one day, maybe in another 5 years, I'll get a capture card. It'll happen. Look at this Campbell clutch being applied, though, by the massive Beauchamp, and maybe would have been a submission if not for Laura getting lucky with the rope break there. Kick to the midsection now. Irish whip Laura Wade off the ropes, and Rose jamming her boot right down Wade's gullet. Will that be enough? Poe in a position, but only going to be a 2 count. Now a punch to the side of the head. Man, Rose is absolutely demolishing and seeming to savor the demolishing of Miss Wade. Of course, every single woman now going to be pining to get a shot at Kelsey Hayes in the NGW Women's title. I'm sure most of all, Rim Coconut wants a chance to redeem herself. But like I said, later on tonight, Piper Fox, after winning that Battle Royal, we talked about that Rose Beauchamp was in a departure, has been officially named #1 contender by general manager Ken Donahue. But that 2 out of 3 falls match giving Sunny Octave the opportunity, if she wins, to join the women's title match, which will take place, guys, in 4 weeks at NGW's. Laura Wade having a bit of a laugh. Don't know how much of a good idea that is, but it has also been announced that in 4 weeks, NGW goes on the road. But hang on, Laura Wade. Super kick to the midsection. What's she doing? Off the ropes now, and an axe kick. What an upset this would be, but hey, anything can happen in CMV. Laura Wade, 1, 2, oh. Excuse me, but just a 2 count. As I was saying, though, guys, 4 weeks' time, NGW goes on the road for NGW Checkpoint Chicago. And that's where the Women's Championship match will take place, as Rose Beauchamp with a stalling, spinning, sit-out powerbomb. That's a mouthful, but it will be enough to seal the deal. Rose Beauchamp is victorious. A big step in her career for Rose Beauchamp. A hard-fought win over Laura Wade. But indeed, right now, it is currently set to be Piper Fox versus Kelsey Hayes for the title in 4 weeks at Checkpoint Chicago. But if Sunny Octave wins that match later on tonight, it'll become a triple threat. And you can be sure after this one, Rose Beauchamp's going to have her sights set on that championship gold. Props to Laura Wade, though. Certainly gave Rose a fight. Speaking of Checkpoint Chicago, will TZ Mass still be NGW champion? Will his boisterous attitude get the better of him? Because in tonight's main event, he defends the title against Brett Curtis. That's our main event, though. We've still got a lot of action between here and there. I should make "Am I booked tonight" a question. I've seen that about 8 times already in the chat since the show began 15 minutes ago. Someone literally make that a command. Booked? Question mark. Easier way. But here we go, my fine feathered friends. As I touched on during our opening matchup there, a new tournament has been started by General Manager Ken Donahue to find #1 contenders for the new NGW Tag Team Champions, Brett Curtis and Michael Boom, who of course won that chaotic Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag match at Departure to win the gold. And this is certainly I'm getting the insight now that Ken Donahue likes these abstract tournaments, as we saw with the women's tournament that took place, because this is something I've never seen before. So we have the Armbar Society set to take on the Wrecking Crew. Now, pay close attention. The winners of this match will move on to another tag team match next week, and then the winners of that match will move on to a tag team match the following week, where the winners of that tag team match will become the #1 contender. So effectively, it's like a gauntlet that's going to span across 3 weeks. So the Armbar Society, Wrecking Crew, whoever survives this moves on to the next level, I guess you could say. And of course, the Armbar Society was a part of that Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag Team match. They were actually the first team eliminated, whereas we saw the debut of Wrecking Crew, Harry Wallace and Michael Payne, who demolished the twin brothers Audrey, Chaos, and Order. So we'll see if they do the same to Gary Reed and Walter Bolet. Well, you know, the Wrecking Crew are going to have a power advantage, but never count out that submission aptitude of the Armbar Society. And of course, their striking prowess to boot, nothing to joke about. Gary Reed spending his time in Japan learning that strong style, and well, there's a reason Walter Bolet refers to himself as the Machine. Definitely probably one of the, I think I talked about this during Departure, the most well-formed tag teams on NGW. They've been together the longest. Not much longer than every other tag team on the roster, but, well, aside from Chaos and Order, who, of course, just debuted on NGW. Even that didn't help them to the tag team titles. Brett Curtis and Michael Boom, the unlikely alliances, whom walked out with the championships. Oh, boy. Man, I became instant fan of these guys. Their performance at Departure demolished, squashed an extremely experienced tag team and Chaos and Order. Again, the winners of this matchup will move on to another team next week. The winners of that match will move on to a final team on the 3rd week, where #1 contendership will be on the line. So effectively, either of these two teams will have to beat 3 teams in a row in order to earn #1 contendership. So here we go. Which team will move on to face the Arabian Hit Squad next week? And of course, the final team will be the Misfits. So you got to imagine the Misfits, Tenra and Joseph Santos, probably have the best odds of winning this little tag team gauntlet put together by General Manager Ken Donahue, because they're only going to have to beat 1 team in order to move on to challenge Brett Curtis and Michael Boom at Checkpoint Chicago. Certainly got lucky, I believe, Ken Donahue awarding them that spot because they were the last team standing against Curtis and Boom at Departure. Whereas you can see the Armbar Society were the first eliminated, so they're going to have their work cut out for them if they want to get all the way to the end of the tunnel and see that light. Irish Whipper to the quarter, though. Early tag team work as Gary Reed smacks hands with Walter Bolet. Oh, look, you can already see work. What is this? A little bit of an arm drag. Now passing him off to Bolet, who snaps it. You can already see these guys working the arm, getting ready for either the Kimura lock by Bolet or the arm bar by Gary Reed, who's ended 2 careers, by the way, here at NGW. And a quick tag back in. Knee to the gut by Reed. And then a suplex in unison. Absolutely beautiful teamwork so far. And here's a tweet, guys, from Tenra, the mustache man. He says, Boom and Curtis shouldn't be tag champs. I almost broke my neck for those titles, and me and Santos will get those titles very soon. If they can win this tag team gauntlet, won't have to wait too long for their opportunity. Excuse me. Man, I'm loving the double teaming by the Armbar Society, but now Harry Wallace wants a bit of his own taste. However, Gary Reed's not going to allow it. You can see they're trying to cut Wallace off from Michael Payne. Here we go. Back in comes Walter Bolay, and what is this now? Oh my God! Boot stomp into a sidewalk slam. Walter Bolay obviously very, very impressed with how the ABS have been faring so far, as am I. I mean, I expected the Wrecking Crew to come out here and destroy after what they did at Departure to Chaos and Order, but it's been completely the opposite. And look at this. Armbar leg lock combination. Harry Wallace is in serious trouble here, guys. The submission expert, and Wallace taps. Wow. The complete opposite of what I thought we were going to see tonight was the Wrecking Crew destroy the Armbar Society, but instead, Harry Wallace gets picked apart by Reed and Bolay, who would advance with ease. Man, what a turnaround for the Armbar Society. You can tell they really want this opportunity to redeem themselves. I cannot believe what I just saw. Armbar, leg lock, and, well, Wallace tried to survive for as long as he could, but with no escape, was forced to tap out. We didn't even get to see Michael Payne. Armbar Society doing such a good job of cutting off the ring, sharing a celebratory hug. So now next week it'll be the Armbar Society versus the Arabian Hit Squad to see who will then move on to battle the Misfits for #1 contendership. And if we see another performance like that, I believe it will be the Armbar Society that punches their ticket to a date with Brett Curtis and Michael Boom. And speaking of Brett Curtis, a tweet here from the Specialist. He says, I didn't know we were making jokes. I just heard a hilarious one a few seconds ago. Some bum said that they were going to take the tag titles from me and Boom. That's hilarious. I'm going to continue to watch these bums rip each other apart just so they can get ripped apart by me and a Boom. I believe that would be Boom and I, but I don't want to get them outside of Brett Curtis. All right, he's a pretty rough individual, rough fellow. Already one half of the tag team champions. Apparently, that's not enough gold. Tonight in the main event, he challenges TZ Mass for the NGW Championship. His focus had better be on the British Bulldozer rather than any of these teams that might be coming he and Boom's way in the foreseeable future. But again, we have to talk about how Michael Boom will play into the picture. TZ Mass might be outnumbered. Will that work in Curtis's favor? We'll have to wait and see. But now a tweet, guys, from Walter Bolay. He says, 1 down and many more to go. I don't care how many more teams we have to go through. We are coming for those belts. Keep an eye out. B&B, obviously. Brett and Boom. Now a tweet from the Ali brothers, specifically Mohammed. He says, we are going to destroy Armbar Society once again. Then we will destroy the Misfits once again. Then we will destroy Brett and Boom and collect the tag team gold. Man, the NGW tag team division is hot. All teams pining. Hey, what up, Tiffany? Just in the nick of time, because indeed up next, the debut of Akira coming our way. The hired muscle for NGW Women's Champion Kelsey Hayes, going to take on Yamai Chiba. And what up, Z? Also just in the nick of time. Excuse me. And now a tweet from Tenra. He says, at Specialist Brett, the Misfits are hashtag too much for you. But here we get our first look at Akira. No idea where exactly Kelsey Hayes found this lady. I don't know if I can call her a lady, man. I'm genuinely fearful over here. Hopefully she doesn't come my way. Look at how jacked Akira is looking. But yeah, Kelsey Hayes becoming NGW Women's Champion at departure by defeating Rem Kokode in a highly competitive match. Obviously, instantly knew she would have a huge target on her back, so hiring Akira as her bodyguard to watch her 6. And apparently going to handle her match tonight as well. Yamai Chiba, no joke, was in that Battle Royal at departure. Lasted until the end. Again, we know that in 4 weeks' time at NGW Checkpoint Chicago, Kelsey Hayes is set to defend against Piper Fox, but later on tonight, if Sunny Octave defeats Piper Fox in that 2 out of 3 falls match, it'll then become a triple threat, so you know that Kelsey Hayes has got to be hoping and praying Fox can take care of business, because a triple threat, well, that is not what the champion wants. Wouldn't even have to be pinned or submitted in order to lose her title. Definitely a good night. Welcome, everyone, if there's anybody new watching. CMV here, presenting NGW, episode 22. And still a lot to get to. Up next, Dante Tatum and Johnny Columbus battle. Whoa, okay. What? Hello? The sound guy in NGW is not very good at his job, I have to say. I think we need to find somebody new to be working the truck backstage, because yikes. It's not the first time he's messed up with themes. And of course, as the bell rings, the highly anticipated main event, Brett Curtis and TZ Mass for the NGW Championship. Look at that, Yamai Chiba pushing Akira right up against the ropes. Will we get a clean break, though? We will. Both women showing respect to one another. I mean, tonight we've already seen Rosebud Champ get a victory. Ooh! Over Laura Wade in a great match. The women taking over tonight. Look at this, though. Akira quickly firing. Oh, dear Lord. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to maybe be like an Oklahoma Stampede, but man, Yamai Chiba just got her shoulder shattered with that shoulder breaker, but able to come back strong with a modified Northern Light suplex. However, Akira quick to her feet as Kelsey Hayes watches from ringside. You know, Yamai Chiba would love to get this victory. Send a message to the champ. Say, watch closely what I do to your bodyguard. Look at this combination by the Japanese. Sensation. There's only ever been one Japanese women's champion in CMV history. That, of course, being Jade Divine, the former Vixens champion and women's undisputed champion, Hall of Famer. That's got to be a big influence, I should say, for a competitor like Yamai Chiba. Have her name alongside the likes of Divine, but an Irish whip to the corner. Oh, look at that, though. Able to, well, kind of save herself. Not for long. The arm of Yamai Chiba being shredded by Akira. Now going after the wrist, and knee drop to the elbow joint. Stomp right across the face. I can already tell just a few minutes seeing her in action. Yamai Chiba is getting dismantled by Akira. Absolutely ruthless offense. Now bringing Yamai to her feet, but Yamai's ready for a European uppercut. Closing in, Irish over to the corner. Again, gonna go for that. Oh, this time she actually connects. I thought she was gonna mess it up again, but Chiba clicked it up quick, I should say, to turn things around into a pin after flaunting her stuff a little bit. Only gonna get a 1 count because of that. Ooh, and look at this ankle lock. Not much that I know about Akira, but from what little I did learn doing my research, she is a submission expert, and you can obviously see that coming into play as she's just going after the arm of Yamai. This entire match just tried for an ankle lock submission, but instead, again, going to fall into Yamai's trap there in the corner. Yamai looked right at Kelsey Hayes after hitting that. Again to the pin, again, only a 1 count. Definitely wise for Kelsey Hayes, I'd say, to hire somebody to watch her back, keep her safe as champion. I mean, no matter how low tier your title might be. You know, even if Jacob Ziegler is undisputed champion, if I was undisputed champion, I'd probably want to have somebody at my 6, you know, making sure that I've got some backup if I need it. Kelsey Hayes certainly wasted no time. Akira, though, in big-time trouble. Yamai Chiba tying her up in the tree of woe. And that kick to the midsection might have very well broke a rib. I think I might have heard the snap. Nice little hip toss. Ooh, not so much of a nice little knee. The Japanese known for their striking ability. And I believe that's going to be it. Wow. Yamai Chiba just like that, knocking Akira out. Light switch. And Yamai Chiba picks up her first victory here in NGW. I mean, we can certainly take away from that match that Akira is a dangerous individual, but was not prepared for Miss Chiba. And Kelsey Hayes does not look very impressed with her employee. God damn, though, the angle on the knee there. Yeah, Akira was not going to be getting up from that. Yamai Chiba out to impress tonight, and certainly did just that. And if you're a big women's enthusiast, we have still got in our co-main event that 2 out of 3 falls match between Piper Fox and Sunny Octave. But up next, the high-flying, the exciting catalyst of NGW, Dante Tatum, back in action after returning last week with a victory over Elijah Grayson. Now going to lace up his boots and step in the ring with Columbus's own Johnny Columbus. And this could definitely be a show stealer right here. Johnny Columbus, of course, made his return a few weeks ago in a Fatal 4-Way, which he unfortunately did not come out with the win, but now his first singles match in quite a while. We'll see if Dante Tatum can capitalize on maybe some ring rust lurking, or if Johnny Columbus will get back to his old winning ways. Columbus, we just actually had a tweet a few moments ago from 10, yeah, right here. Torres E. Nelson says, "Oh, Johnny, you're back. Can't wait for you. Can't wait to, I should say, play with you once again." Torres E. Nelson and Johnny Columbus having a bit of an issue towards the end of last season, and it seems it is not faded away. Torres E. Nelson having his eyes on Johnny Columbus in this match. Excuse me. Do apologize. Still fighting this cold. But perhaps the most beloved superstar in NGW. The extraordinarily exciting to watch Dante Tatum, like I said, returning with a victory over Elijah Grayson last week in phenomenal fashion with the 6-star frog splash, he likes to call it. I think he'll certainly enjoy an athletic advantage over Johnny Columbus, who's more of a brawler-based superstar. But Tatum, so far, unbeaten in his NGW career. Got to be eyeing perhaps the Rising Star Championship still held by Anthony Hunt. I mean, Hunt does need a new #1 contender after defeating Stevie Wizard at Departure inside of the Scrap Trap. And who's been more impressive than Tatum as of late? Certainly another win here will better those odds. Oh, what a flashy opening for Johnny Columbus. Just literally fireworks right in his face, not even showing any pain. The man's got steel skin. And another tweet here from Torres E. Nelson, very creepily. I don't know how it's possible for someone to seem creepy through text, but 10 accomplishes that, simply saying, "Hi, Johnny." Columbus's own, though, representing Ohio. Also a very fun superstar to watch compete. Like I said, this could be a show stealer. So here we go. Dante Tatum, Johnny Columbus jockeying to rise up the rankings here in NGW. You know, Johnny Columbus, we talked about it last season, towards the start of the season, for a few months was competing on Fusion in the ring with the likes of Paul Devine. Oh, man, this would be a quick match. Complete shot right out of the gate. Tatum goes for the pin, but luckily Columbus straight out of it, as Columbus has competed against some of the best, and definitely a few inches taller than Tatum here. Probably going to be more powerful. Kick to the top of the head. Now Tatum, with that back elbow, drops him real quick. And Brett Curtis continues to tweet in anticipation for the main event match where he challenges TZ Mass for the NGW Championship. But Tatum right now just kicking the hell out of Columbus's back, and now a figure four head scissors, trying to choke the life out of Columbus. You know, Dante Tatum is in the same boat as the likes of Hayden, one of the smaller competitors who, you know, a lot in the CMV universe would say, oh, never going to amount to nothing, too small, vanilla midget. But, I mean, look at Hayden, one of the greatest of all time, four-time world champion. Probably, you know, the argument is usually between him and Justin Sane for the greatest superstar to ever step into a CMV ring. And this matchup might be short-lived. Dante Tatum to the top rope, going for his, going for a leg drop that completely missed. I don't even know if, wait, what the hell? What the hell is this? Wait a minute, it's Harnage, the most recent sighting to NGW, the Mexican luchador Carnage, in his suit, coming to distract Johnny Columbus, and Dante going to capitalize with a spider pin, only at 1 count. Luckily, Columbus nearly costing himself the match with the distraction of Carnage coming down to ringside, introducing himself to the NGW universe, and now parking a seat ringside to watch this one closely. Apparently, he's got his sights set on one of these two superstars, or at least wanting to introduce himself before officially debuting next week. As of yet, don't know his opponent. Maybe it's one of these two superstars. Maybe he knows something we do not. Coming to scout out the competition, but as he sits ringside, this match continues between Dante Tatum and Johnny Columbus. Ooh. Kitchen sinks, followed by a rather nasty Russian leg sweep. Now an Irish whip to the corner. Johnny Columbus has seized control from Dante Tatum, even though Columbus nearly had the match stolen from him, thanks to the arrival of Carnage. Seems like Dante Tatum may be a bit distracted as well. Columbus may be a bit pissed off that Dante Tatum would try to sneak pin him the way he did. Dante Tatum apparently too strong for Johnny Columbus to lift up for a scoop slam. Yo, what up, Laser Show? Not just in time, but the match still rages on between the Catalyst. Ooh! And what a reversal that was. Dante going for a Hurricane Rana, got turned into a power bomb. Recuperates outside quickly, back into the ring as Carnage continues to just watch from ringside. One of those luchadors that comes every so often, you know, not a high flyer, not a flashy acrobatic, just a straight up ass kicker. Imagine how much that suit must have cost him. He is a world-renowned competitor in Mexico, making his way to NGW. There's the Hurricane Rana Dante Tatum wanted earlier. Dragging him now to the center of the ring. Dante Tatum says, hush, listen to this. Swinging neckbreaker, and the smack of Columbus's neck off the canvas. Echoing throughout the arena, only going to pick up a near 2 count though. Kick to the back again. Dante Tatum arms out wide. The fans probably torn down the middle between these two. Fan favorites to the top rope. Maybe looking for the 6-star frog splash, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it off because Columbus back to see Tatum still takes the dive. Hurricane Rana. Columbus right back up, taking it with a pinch of salt. And now a Michinoku driver straight into the pin. Oh, only a 1 count. Vertical base. Columbus. Ooh, this has been a highly competitive match. Started off strong for Dante Tatum. Columbus took control for a few minutes. Now it's back and forth. Hurricane Rana, number I don't even know at this point. But Columbus is out. Tatum sees his opportunity as Harnaj continues to watch. The 6-star frog splash, but the knees. Columbus gets the knees up, suck in the air, right up out of Tatum, and side effect might seal the deal. Wow. I guess Harnaj was not just here tonight to watch, perhaps costing Columbus the victory there as he distracts referee Poe. And I guess we know now who Harnaj has got in his sights. What very well may have been a 3 count for the Ohio native just got stolen out from under him, and Tatum don't care. He's going to take the opportunity. Leaving Columbus out to dry on the top rope. Clothesline, back elbow. Irish whip now though, counter. Charges Tatum. Tatum says, no way, Jose. High kick to the side of the head. Back into the ring. What up, fam? Forearm smash, kick, caught by Columbus. Elbow to the knee, kick to the midsection. Twist of fate by Johnny Columbus, the silver bullet. But now Dante Tatum gets graced by the wrestling gods with a rope break. First, Harnaj helps him out. Now the positioning comes to his aid, and Johnny Columbus's luck continues to run dry. And a sunset flip powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count. I knew this match was going to be a show stealer. Who is going to walk out with the W? Does Columbus have a chance with Harnage apparently coming out here to send a message? Very straightforward message. Tries for a dropkick in the corner. Dante him sidesteps, gets busted open with the elbow to the side of the head. Hurricane Rana again puts Columbus in position. But does Dante Tatum have enough to get to the top rope? Gonna try again. Will it pay off? 6-star frog splash on the money. Uno, dos, tres. Dante Tatum is victorious with a bit of help from Harnaj. Man, Johnny Columbus might have had his hand raised after that side effect, if not for Harnaj's interference at ringside. But Dante Tatum with the second attempt of the 6-star frog splash. And here's what I was talking about right here. Harnaj distracted referee Poe. And maybe Columbus might have won here as well after hitting the silver bullet, but a rope break costed him the opportunity. And look at this, Harnaj getting into the ring to celebrate with Dante Tatum. Maybe some sort of alliance premeditated between these two? I'm not too sure, but the fact of the matter is Harnaj has arrived and set his sights on Columbus while Dante Tatum remains unbeaten. Well, now, guys, it is co-main event time. Some more women's action coming your way before our main event, where Brett Curtis challenges TZ Mash for the NGW Championship. And this bout right here has some serious implications regarding NGW's next special event in 4 weeks. Takeover. Woo! Wrong developmental show. Checkpoint Chicago. NGW going on the road to Illinois. And after the victory at Departure in the Battle Royal by Piper Fox, she was named by General Manager Ken Donahue #1 contender to challenge Kelsey Hayes for the championship in Chicago, but also impressed with Sunny Octave as of late, giving her the chance, if she can win this 2 out of 3 falls match, to make the championship out a triple threat. Now, these two women obviously know each other very well. They won the women's tournament, or I should say, got to the finals of the women's tournament before losing to the team of Rem Kokone and Kelsey Hayes, and it was Piper Fox who submitted to Hayes. Sunny Octave somewhat blaming Fox, and then we saw Piper Fox actually eliminate Sunny Octave from that Battle Royal at Departure. So you can definitely sense a bit of tension now between these ladies. Both these women, easily in my mind, have become the fan favorites of the NGW women's division, so you can be sure the audience is going to be split right down the middle. And here she comes, Sunny Octave. And if I'm allowed to have an opinion, be a little bit biased, I am a big Sunny fan. Of course, I want to see every woman in NGW succeed. Tonight, we already saw Rose Beauchamp and Laura Wade tear the house down with Beauchamp getting the win. Yamai Chiba upsetting the new bodyguard of Kelsey Hayes with a victory in a great match. Oh, wow, look at Sunny Octave just bumping into Piper Fox there, intentionally showing some disrespect to her frenemy. Oh my God, the sound guy again. And he keeps playing the same theme song as well. This guy. Boy, oh boy. Now accepting applications for a new sound guy. But this is 2 out of 3 falls. We actually saw this match at Departure when Jacob Anderson challenged TZ Mass. And much like the start to the Dante Tatum-Johnny Columbus match, complete shot by Octave. Looks to take the first fall. Of course, in the main event of Departure, TZ Mask won with a clean sweep, 2-0. Will we see the same here? Pinfall, submission, count out, disqualification, all in effect. Man, I cannot wait for our main event up next. Brett Curtis, TZ Mask for the NGW title. So many factors. How will TZ Mask deal with the numbers game? Because surely Michael Boom is going to be in Brett Curtis's corner. We heard them say as much, but TZ Mask, of course, has his champion's advantage. He can retain on a count out or disqualification. We'll get there in time. First, we're going to see these two gals tear the house down, hopefully. And Piper Fox going right for the arm. The German native. Not a whole lot of Germans we have in CMV. In fact, the only other notable German would be Harvey Hastings, former 2-time United States champion, world champion, and new #1 contender for the world title after last night's fatal 5-way, the main event of Fusion. Which, if you did not see it, I would certainly recommend checking it out. Pulled back up to her feet. Sunny Octave, though, fires back with a punch to the chest now, off the ropes, and an axe kick. Didn't work out so well for Laura Wade earlier tonight, but maybe Octave will have better luck. No rope break for Miss Fox, who doesn't get a break herself. Leg drop by Octave to the elbow, and Octave's feeling it. The fans behind her, all shooting up to their feet. Like I said, both women fan favorites. Overhand punch, kick to the midsection though, caught, kick right up under the thigh. And again, countouts are in effect. 2 count, both women back into the ring. Irish whip to the corner. Octave charges, full force drop kick, and not done. Back to the opposite side of the ring, another drop kick. That time got Piper right in the face. Mamma mia, bam! Continuing the attack on that beautiful face with a bit of a mini curve stop. Piper, though, having none of that, up against the ropes now, just unloading on her frenemy. Ooh, yo, the hops. That leapfrog got some serious air. Then a massive crossbody. Octave not staying down for long, though. Irish whip back to the corner. Again, going for the barrage of drop kicks. Watch out, referee Poe. Don't want to be caught in the crossfire. What is up, Soul, you delectable little bean boy? Into the pin now. Looking to take the first point, but only going to be a 1 count for Sunny. Kick to the back, stomp to the chest, stomp again. Piper's had enough. High kick, though, connects under the armpit. Irish whip to the apron. Fox needs a breather. Octave, though, ain't giving her no rest. Back into the ring. Right back at it with a sit-out facebuster. Woo! Piper Fox's face might be permanently rearranged by Sunny Octave by the end of this match. Stomp to the lower back. Off the ropes. What's Octave looking for? Leg split body splash. A little bit of a... Oh, wow. Piper Fox doesn't sell apparently for anybody. Popping right back up in a German suplex that would make Brock Lesnar jealous. Now looking to build off the energy of the live audience here for NGW episode 22. Rallying support, but Sunny gonna shut that down. Face first off the top turnbuckle. Now what is she doing? Ooh! Oh, gut first out of the rope. Now off the ropes. Full head of steam and a boot to the side of the head. Octave obviously having a game plan of mind to go for the head. And interestingly enough, it's... what a scene that was. Flipping out of the German suplex, then an L across her head, effectively calling Piper Fox a loser, but then pays for it. I was going to say, funny enough, Piper Fox is the one who likes to utilize a GTS. That bare knee right there is for a reason. So maybe Sunny playing at a bit of mind games. Hook of the leg, only a 1 count though. Brings him up to a vertical base. Piper Fox having something in mind. Piper defending her one-on-one championship match against Kelsey Hayes. As much as Kelsey Hayes doesn't want the match to be a triple threat, Piper Fox does not either. Her chances also dwindle. The only one rooting for a triple threat is Sunny Octave. Maybe her fans as well. I wouldn't mind either or. Love to see Piper Fox, Kelsey Hayes one-on-one, and love to see a 3-way. Not the only 3-way I would love to see, in fact. Into a front headlock, though. Escapes out of it. Does Sunny Irish whip out onto the apron. Ooh, and yelling right in her face, saying, come on. Beckoning her back into the ring. Fox complies. Piper countering whatever Octave went for. And now a Hangman's face buster. Face full of canvas. Into the pin. Will that give Fox the first fall? No. Tries for a knee to the lower back. Octave saw it coming, slides out of the way. Closes in, gets a forearm right to the jaw, though. Oh, and a shining wizard by the German-born Piper Fox. Uh-oh. Thought she was going to go low for a second. I mean, we know fellas feel the pain downstairs, but for ladies, it is much the same. Luckily, she did not, though. Stomp to the gut, not much better. Now just staring at Octave. I think maybe Piper waiting for Octave to get to her feet, looking for that GTS. Yes, she is. Kick to the back, softens her up. Fox wants that first fall. Give her the advantage. Go to sleep. No, yeah. Octave wants nothing to do with that. Now it is Octave who hastily gets Piper Fox up to her feet. High kick, stuns her. Complete shot. And good night, sweet princess, man. Rolling next at the follow it up. If I were Octave, probably would have gone for the pin after that. Well, wants to make sure the job is done, it would seem. Stalking Piper Fox, looking to put her down with something. Now, we ain't going to find out, though. These women, like I said, know each other well. Frenemies. Made it to the finals of the women's tournament. Ankle lock nearly forces Octave to submit, but finds a way to escape. Goes for a basement dropkick. Woo, that backfired. Turns her about. Irish Whip to the corner, man. What a match this has been. We haven't even had a fall yet in this 2 out of 3 falls match. And still Brett Curtis. Teasy match for the NGW title to come. And the main event, Hangman's Facebuster again into the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, close one there. Slowly but surely gets Octave up to her feet. Forearm smash again. Has her on spaghetti legs. German suplex. Drop it on the neck. Piper Fox turns to the crowd. They're all up on their feet. Fox going up high. What is she cooking in the kitchen? Something big to keep down Octave. Perched. Waiting. Ooh, for Octave to get to her feet, but whatever she went for blew up in her face because now Octave. Oh, now, man, they just keep countering each other's finishers. Tip for tap, back and forth. Nobody's been able to hit a big move. Just counter after counter. Ooh, hurting her bum there. Whoa, but GTS! This time it connects knee to face. That's going to be a rope break, though. Yeah, lucky break for Miss Octave. Missed her shot in the corner. Got a GTS for it. Off the ropes, though. That leg split body splash again connects. Tying up the legs now. Sunny Octave working a different angle, wrenching back on the arms, a mini curb stomp. Ooh. I like Sunny Octave's ferocity. No pun intended. Of course, that's the show that every single day these women on NGW hope to get to. Impress General Manager Laura Sampson. Serious aggression, but what is Octave doing here? Maybe trying to take a deep breath, compose herself. Getting late into this matchup and still not even a fall yet. Rolling neck snap seems to be a favorite of Sunny. Ooh, a little bit of a bangarang. Into a pin, 1, 2. Thought it might have been a 3, but indeed it not. The battle rages on. Sunny Octave fighting to enter the Women's Championship match. Piper Fox defending her one-on-one date with Kelsey Hayes. Man, look at these reversals. Oh boy, this is not going to end well. Avalanche out of the ring. That's going to leave some rope break across the, rope burn, I should say, across the throat of Miss Fox. Looking like she tried to hang herself. Not to be too morbid. Into the corner, though, kick to the ribs. This late in the match, Sunny Octave branching out to target every single part of Piper Fox's body. Lucha DDT out of the corner. Woo. Looks like Fox is out of it. Sunny Octave not content, though, wants to hit something big. What's she gonna go for? Another big move, attempt reversed. Scoop slam, drops down behind to Sunny. Punch to the back of the head. And a running bulldog, old school. Barely able to stand. My God. Going after that arm. Maybe Octave planning a submission attempt. Some sort of arm bar. There's another roar. Octave seems to like to keep herself woke. Roaring, yelling. Handstand leg drop. Innovative offense. No matter how you get there, just matters that you get there. Kicks out the knee. Ooh. Clothesline in the corner, squashing Octave like a bug. Fights back to her feet though, and a single leg high knee would make Chris Proudfoot proud. Again, no pun intended. Rolling neck snap, rears its ugly head once more, followed by an elbow drop. Into the pin, wicked combination might be enough to award Octave the first fall, but indeed it is not to be. And Octave, hands on her hips, starting to wonder what she's got to do. I think it's pretty obvious why we're not called cum. Oh, man. Oh! Wow, Octave messed up big time, giving Piper Fox the opening. Another Shining Wizard. The first fall to Fox. Will it be? No. So close, but no cigar. Fox can barely believe it. You gotta stay on that grind, though. Turns to the fans. She has their adoration. Hook to the jaw. Countered, though. Caught by Octave, and a toe breaker gets delivered. Double knees to the face. How you doing? Good night. Octave, though, momentarily soaking it all in. She knows she's got Fox right where she wants her. Also might have a bit of a head problem. That's not a good sign. Into the pin now. 1, 2, 3, and Octave gets the first fall. She knows that Piper Fox was knocked out after that code breaker. Took her time. So now Piper's up 1 point. This means Fox has to secure 2 falls in a row, either by pin, submission, count out, or disqualification, in order to retain her one-on-one match with Kelsey Hayes for the women's title in 4 weeks at Checkpoint Chicago, whereas Fox needs to defend against Octave, who only needs 1 more fall in order to make it a triple threat. Into the pin. 1, only a 1 count. Crispy, would you like to be the cum world champion? Oh man. Piper Fox not abiding by the rules. Getting right up after that rolling neck snap. I think she's adapted to him, the amount that Octave has hit so far. Knees to the back right there, dropping her into a reverse DDT. We'll be getting a TZ match situation. Clean sweep for Octave, nearly tying it up. Of course, TZ Mass kind of dominated Jacob Anderson. This has been extraordinarily back and forth. What a great match. Either way, I'll be happy with the outcome. Tilt-a-whirl DDT, and Fox, knowing she is in serious trouble, rolls to the outside for a bit of a reprieve. Takes a breath. Now back into the fray. Octave's waiting for her, but Fox is quicker. Again, flips out of the German suplex. Stomp to the back of the head. Has Fox slipped up and given Octave the edge that she needs. Figure 4 head scissors. Throws her overhead. Man, that's some serious leg strength, I'll tell you. Oh, but targeting the hamstring, seizing up. Octave has to release her hold. Jumping cutter attempted? Maybe. Complete shot, though, is instead what we get. Off the ropes. Leg split body splash. Into a pin this time. 1, 2, 3! And Sunny Octave with a clean sweep over Piper Fox has officially inserted herself into the women's title match at Checkpoint, making it a triple threat. The damage too much for Fox to withstand towards the end there. And now it'll be Sunny Octave, Piper Fox, Kelsey Hayes for the women's title in 4 weeks at NGW Checkpoint Chicago. Hard fought win, but 2-0 for Octave. And indeed, on the topic of titles, it is now time as Sunny Octave celebrates the NGW Championship on the line. Brett Curtis challenges TZ Mass. We're going to find out if Brett Curtis can back up all the trash he's been talking, puffing up his chest, or if TZ Mass's bravado will be his downfall. He did not have to accept this challenge, but he did. Brett Curtis talking that ish on Twitter, said, "Let's do it." TZ Mass said, "I am ready to arrive to the dance." The British bulldozer, who's only suffered 1 defeat in his career, and that only came after an interference by Jacob Anderson. We saw what happened to Anderson at Departure, an absolute demolishing at the hands of Mass. But interestingly enough, Brett Curtis was supposed to have his other half by his side. Of course, Brett Curtis and Michael Boom becoming the new NGW Tag Team Champions at Departure in a awesome Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag Team match, but nobody apparently has seen sight of Boom. I'm wondering if TZ Mass may be well aware that Brett Curtis was going to have that backup, maybe took care of business ahead of time. Of course, I'm just, going through my own mind right now. Nothing confirmed. I'm not pointing a finger at TZ Mass, but knowing him and what he has done in the past, TZ Mass is not a stupid man. Might have been smart on his part to take out Michael Boom ahead of time, so that Curtis is all on his lonesome. And TZ Mass has literally ended careers here in NGW, so if I'm Michael Boom, hopefully I'm not dead right now, but, well, there's the man with that beautiful, one of my favorite looking titles in all of CMV. One half of the NGW Tag Team Champions, and a much different demeanor than usual. Look how he's just straight down the ring, no flamboyance, no trash talking. Making a beeline straight for the ring. Completely 100% focused is Curtis, even though his partner might be dead in a ditch somewhere. Excuse me. Well, wherever Michael Boom may be, the fact of the matter is he is not in Brett Curtis's corner. If Curtis wants to walk out as the first ever double champion at NGW history, He's going to have to do it all by himself. Gonna have to do it against a man who only has shown weakness once, and it took two men, the efforts of two men, to defeat him. The British bulldozer, the bully of NGW, TZ Mass. I mean, I don't know what Brett Curtis is thinking. I mean, of course, every single superstar, male-wise, in NGW wants one day to earn that NGW championship, but after seeing what TZ has done to so many others, and most recently Jacob Anderson and the main event of Departure, I don't know how Brett Curtis thinks he stands a chance. Not to take anything away from Curtis, but I'm even still sure that Curtis is suffering the effects of the Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag match of Departure. That was a chaotic match, man. Curtis probably is not 100%. Whereas TZ is, he barely broke a sweat breaking Jacob Anderson in half. Well, either way, Curtis asked for it. TZ Mask granted him the opportunity. Will he live to regret it? NGW Championship on the line. Brett Curtis, a hell of a superstar, won the first ever steel cage match in NGW history. So far is unbeaten this season. One half of the NGW Tag Team Champions. Can't be worried about Michael Boone's state right now. 100% focus on the man that stands across the ring from him, the bully, the British bulldozer, the absolute tank. The NGW Champion, TZ Mass, taking those challenges as they come again. TZ did not have to step up to the plate and say, Curtis, you want some, come get some, but he did, because he wants to destroy. He enjoys inflicting pain. And wants nothing more than to show everybody in the back who might be thinking they have what it takes to step up to the plate that they are dead wrong. Referee Poe showing us what's on the line, and the wait is over. Let's do it. Brett Curtis, the infamous one, the specialist, TZ Mass, the bully, the bulldozer. Bell rings, and let's get it on. And bam! The complexion of this matchup is immediately painted out for us as TZ barrels over Curtis with a clothesline. Now rolling through, up on the shoulders, taking him for a ride. Not a fun one. Not one you would probably volunteer to go on. Air raid siren neckbreaker. Yeah, Curtis quickly comes to life. Firing back, and the only way to come at someone like TZ Mass is with everything that you have got. Oh, and there goes Poe, already taking his bump. Close around the corner. Have a bulldog too. Kick to the top of the head though. Takes it with a pinch of salt. Yo! Wow, charged TZ Mass, but immediately regretted his decision. Did you see how he stopped a dead halt in front of TZ? Oh my God. Open palm strikes bashing in the face of Brett Curtis. Tries to charge with a forearm smash, says, get that shit out of here. Another bulldog. Brett Curtis's credit, he is not staying down for long. He knows he can't afford to be boggled down by the NGW champion, because that's exactly where TZ wants him. Oh, another stunner. TZ, the wielder of stunners. Your jaw to his shoulder is a formulation for sure defeat. But it is his most powerful weapon besides his absolute brutish capabilities on display right there. The mass effect, that pop-up sit-out spine buster. Now hardly anybody has been able to survive. And Curtis getting torn a new one. Punch to the face, punch to the face. Loading up that last one. Made sure it was going to leave a mark. Counter though. Curtis, he brought the fire, man. He's trying his best. Blockbuster. Some serious oomph behind it. And how about a stop right down to the face? TZ ain't old Braun. Look at the technical abilities on display. Wrestling aptitude. Gator roll now into a crossface. Not looking to submit Brett Curtis. Looking to cause him agony. And that's what TZ Mass is all about. From side control. Bam! Shots to the side of the head. Face full of canvas. Oh, God. Now what's this? At his leisure, just stomping on Curtis's face. And Curtis is a man who, like I said, has been unbeaten this season, man. An incredible athlete. Probably one of the best on NGW. And taps! And taps! To that modified STF. Wow. Astonishing. I've never seen someone like TZ Mass. But wait a minute. Curtis back to his feet. What the hell? Maybe looking to now show, oh! Feeling TZ's sting, looking to show respect, but Mass wasn't having it, feigning a knee injury and clocking Curtis. The win wasn't enough. The absolute squash wasn't enough. A cheap shot as well. I don't know why Brett Curtis got up and started cheering like he did something. I mean, that wasn't even a good match for all intents and purposes. Yet another mauling by TZ Mass. Something, I mean, geez Louise, man. I don't even know who to compare this guy to. There's nobody to compare TZ Mass to. Brett Curtis just tapped out to a move that I've never even seen TZ Mass utilize before. A modified STF, and Curtis taps almost instantaneously after getting mauled the entire match, hardly ending any sort of offense. And then a cheap shot as well. The first time I've ever seen Brett Curtis maybe try to show some respect to another competitor, and he just gets punched right in the face. But we will have a live event match. So let's see what we got. Anthony Hunt versus Jay Young. That's interesting. Jeremy Alexander versus Huttonage, and actually, because I know I'll forget later, and I have it in my mind right now, so let me just take a moment to do it. Put his wrestling attire on so that he actually wrestles, not in a suit. All right, what's our main event? What do we got? J2 Smooth versus Johnny Saban. And there's a tweet from TZ Mass just to further rub it in, saying, "You thought you were special, but I proved that you're just another victim." Whew. Some savagery there, so we'll keep these matches. Should we do more trivia? Or maybe just winner? Yeah, Hellish, you can choose one. I'll let you choose one, and then we'll let winner decide your opponent, who will be Quincy. I assume you're going to choose 10, Hellish. Be my educated guess. Oops, went right past T there. All right, Quincy, who's he going to fight? Your decision. Anybody on the NGW roster. Doesn't have to be one of your callers, but the decision is in your hands. Harry Wallace, all right. Trying to redeem himself for what happened on NGW. We'll give him old Michael Payne in his corner to watch his back. My cat's doing there. Just went sliding across the floor. Singing the song for you guys. So, Rising Star champion Anthony Hunt taking on Jay Young. Big opportunity it could be for Young. And he actually wins it. Becoming only the third man never be able to defeat Hunt. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see how he did it, but still, that could be that could certainly be a way to. Okay, hi Carter, what are you doing? Go away. All up in my feet now. We got Jeremy Alexander taking on Harnage in his dark match debut, and Harnage wins. We're actually going to see him in color on the next episode of NGW. But now we get our premiere presentation. Torres E. Nelson makes his season debut, battling one half of the Wrecking Crew and Harry Wallace, who will be backed up by Michael Payne. After losing out on a tag team championship opportunity during NGW, you know that OHW is wanting to pick up a bit of momentum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. So here we go, the American Ghoul against one half of the Wrecking Crew. And right out of the gate, you can see 10 going to enjoy quite a height advantage, but also very thin. There's Harry Wallace looking like a goddamn block of cheese, the way he's shaped. I don't think I've ever seen anyone quite shaped like him. American Ghoul to his feet, tries for a forearm smash to the lower back. Instead, Wallace going to target the quads with a shin breaker. 10 quickly roll onto the outside to recuperate. Back into the ring, Harry Wallace catching him with a kick to the midsection, going after the ankle now. Oh, man. I like how he's staring right into Nelson's eyes as he's trying to, like, rip the ankle right off his leg. Leg fetish. Maybe gonna try for a some sort of leg-based submission. Could be in the game plan. We'll have to wait and see. Ooh, and there's that wrestling ability now. Harry Wallace wrestling in college. Gonna be a tough one to compete with on the mat. Torres now Irish whip off the ropes. On the rebound though, ducks the clothesline. Right back out to the legs. Echo, you sweet boy, are you ready for Paul Divine's return on Friday? Cannot wait. Season debut for Divine. Very excited. Shin breaker, dragon screw combination. Man, Harry Wallace dominating. Much like we saw by him and Michael Payne at Departure, not so much what we saw on NGW. Quickly put away by the Armbar Society. Neck crank into the pin. One. Only a 1 count. Kick to the back. Gonna send shooting pains up and down Torres E. Nelson's spine. Those are some interesting tights 10 is rocking, I gotta say. I wonder where he got them. Probably some thrift shop by the looks of it. European uppercut into the corner. 10 quickly out at 1 though. Very one-sided match this has been so far. The American Ghoul got to find a way to turn this around. Neck crank again being applied by HW. Looking like a goddamn square. My body shaming. I apologize, Harry. There we go. Finally, some defense from Torres. Oh, wow. Single leg drop kick to the chest. Doesn't even take it down. Now Shades a shitty with that leg drop bulldog going old school. Now Torres with the match in his grasp. Irish whip off the ropes. That's what you would expect running into someone like Harry Wallace, like running into a brick wall. Just bumping right off him. Back to the legs again. Back at it again is Harry Wallace with the legs attack. Whatever he tried for there, reversed by Torres. Ooh, mamacita. Modified Death Valley driver. And will that be enough? No, only a 1 count. Hands on his head. Torres wasted no time, though. Back on the attack like a shark smelling blood in the water. It's that modified DDT into the top rope. Goes the slender Torres E. Nelson. What is he going to go for? Flying through the air. Elbow drop. And into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. Big Velveteen Dream fan, I do believe Torres E. Nelson is here. Elbow dropped over the chest, mostly absorbed by Harry Wallace's massive biceps, pecs. Going after that arm, slamming it off the canvas. Slowly picks up his feet, trips him up though. Harry Wallace. And playing around, don't take your eyes off him. Kick to the leg, tries for it again. Torres says, nah, leave my legs alone, gosh darn it. Ooh, Poe taking a hit. European uppercut again in the corner. Going to drop the American Ghoul on his derriere. Knee into the spine for a classic surfboard stretch. Staple maneuver of CMV Hall of Famer Dave Turner, who actually won many matches off the surfboard stretch. Elbow to the side of the head. Tries for a scoop slam. Again, Torres reverses it with a reverse DDT. And, ooh, getting dirty now. From his bag of tricks, just choking Harry Wallace out. I believe Harry might be unconscious. Oh. After the legs. Like a rabid dog. Torres E. Nelson got him that time, though. Trapped in the corner. Ooh, cross body. I like it. Taken to the air a lot. And now, what is 10 cooking up? Stalking Harry. Gonna go for that Death Valley driver again? No. Oh! Sit out. There's Fireman's Carry sit out powerbomb type maneuver. 1, 2, 3. Torres E. Nelson is victorious. The American Ghoul successful in his season debut over a game. Harry Wallace. T-R-E-A-M. The American Ghoul basking and picking up the W here. Oh boy. Oh, I don't like the way he just stuck his tongue out there. How does one get their hair that way? Question I gotta ask him sometime. I don't know if I want to go anywhere near this guy though. Well, guys, thank you for joining me. As always, a very great show of NGW. I enjoyed it. Hope you did as well. And if you are an American lad, I hope you enjoy your holidays, your Thanksgiving. And I will see you guys on Friday for Genesis. Toodles.